Hi everyone, this is Yann Camus of Bliss Climbing and Bliss Climbing Tech, and today I have a problem for you and a solution because safety comes from knowledge. Look at this. If you have been long enough in rock climbing or rope access, you have seen some weird carabiners loading. I call that the lever loading of the gate. And this problem is related to both the device you're using and the connector that you're using. I have tested more than 35 devices and 35 connectors, more than 1,300 combinations. And I can tell you that overall, most of the time, there are big problems. And this problem of lever loading of the gate happens with primarily 8 devices that are very popular, and mostly these 13 carabiners that are very popular. You may own different ones. After this video, you will know how to test them and see for yourself. Stay tuned. So I tested 104 pairings you see in that table. You see all the results of pairing each of the device with each of the carabiners. I put double X where there's all kinds of weird loadings, and no one knows at what force the carabiners would break. Probably under the 7 kilonewton of the cross load. And when there is this type of loading, there is potential damage to the device, obviously, and the rope could be loaded wrong and desheath or be really damaged. The double X's are mainly 2 problems. The biggest one is the lever loading of the gate. And the other one is when there's one side of the carabiner that's super narrow, the loading is just horrible. The number ones, you see there's quite a few, and you see the DMM Ultra O Lock Safe is an exception there where there's mostly ones. The ones mean that the worst that can happen is a very normal cross-loading of the carabiner where you have at least 7 kilonewtons. And you see the number 2s is where the loading is perfect every time. And so you would expect 22 kilonewtons using that pairing. If you go on the ones, it's reasonable in my opinion for general use of carabiners, top rope soloing, belaying another climber, or attaching a device for speed climbing, running belay. So I will show you 8 examples, 8 devices with 8 chosen carabiners. So first, there's the Petzl Micro Traction with the Petzl OK Screw Lock. And you see the weird loading is the most common, the lever loading of the gate. There is the Edelrid Spock with the Edelrid HMS Bulletproof Screw Lock FG. You get the Edelrid Pinch with the Black Diamond Gridlock Screw Gate. And here you have 2 problems. You have the lever loading of the gate and this other weird position. It's really bad. And then the Petzl Mini Traction with the Petzl OK Triact. You get again this weird lever loading of the gate. Then Taz Love 3 with the DMM Ceros Lock Safe. It's a kind of unusual case where this little part here can get inside the device and then the loading is really wrong. And the gate can enter like this and just stay like this when loaded. Then the Climbing Technology Roll and Lock with the Rock Exotica Pirate Orca. Look at how that doesn't work well. And if the carabiner rotates all the way, there is that way that's really weird. Then there's the Climbing Technology Creek with the climbing technology Pillar Pro TGL. Then there's the Petzl Ascension with the Petzl Attach 3D. It loads the lever really badly. And also, if the carabiner rotates all the way around, again, there is some leverage, not advised. And the solution? Look at those beautiful carabiners equipped with the Bliss Climbing Tech gate bumper. The red one is the gate bumper. The red is for a warning and it's on the gate, so it makes sense. And for one of the problem, the lever loading of the gates, it's good by itself. And you see in that table, all the red everywhere means that we're using the gate bumper for this combination. And you see that most are fixed. And then you see the blue. Well, the blue is the spine bumper that goes along with the gate bumper. If you need to, you can find a link to this table in the description. For some of them, if you don't have the blue spine bumper, you will get those other kinds of loadings that are really annoying and potentially dangerous. And you see now, using the gate bumper and the spine bumper by Bliss Climbing Tech, you have 98% of the pairings that are either ones or twos. Only 2 pairings, we couldn't fix it. So that's why you can't blindly apply anything anywhere. You have to test your carabiners like we show you in this video. Also, users report that having a gate bumper on your carabiner gives you extra grip on the gate and it makes it easier to open the carabiner or close it when you have gloves, when it's winter, in difficult situations. People love that. And look no further. Bliss Climbing Tech is the inventor of the gate bumper, and we are the only ones manufacturing this kit with the gate bumper and the spine bumper. They fit on 99% of your carabiners. They are super durable. They have beautiful identifiable colors. Try them out. So we'll show you how they behave with the 8 examples that we showed you. So with the micro traction, OK screw lock, look how the gate bumper makes it impossible to load the gate weirdly. Then for the Spock, the HMS bulletproof, look how it's the same. And now you get 22 kilonewtons if your loading is perfect thanks to the little wire gate. Then the pinch with the Black Diamond gridlock screw gate. You need the gate bumper to make sure that you don't get the lever loading of the gate. And you need the spine bumper, then the mini traction with the OK Triact. You need the gate bumper, and that solves it all. With the Love 3 and the DMM Ceros, you need both the gate bumper and the spine bumper, 22 kilonewtons every time. Very satisfying. With the Roll and Lock and the Rock Exotica Pirate, you just put the gate bumper, you need the spine bumper, and you get great results. Then the Creek and the Climbing Technology Pillar Pro TGL, you need just the gate bumper and it becomes a 22 kilonewton situation. Petzl Ascension with your Petzl Attach 3D, you need both the gate bumper and the spine bumper, and then you get a really good combination. Oh, and I know some people will ask me, well, are there accidents to prove that this is dangerous? Luckily, there's not too many, and we want to keep it that way, so keep on staying safe and vigilant. There is this accident by Tom Randall soloing El Capitan in 2002, and he did a factor 2 fall. he broke a carabiner. Luckily, he had a backup and he was saved. Now, at the time, he describes that he fell on a gree-gree. It was the gree-gree 1. I will show you what I think happened. So, this is the carabiner he used. It's the DMM Belay Master number 2. But this plastic clip went missing when you wanted to climb. When you look at the specs of this carabiner, it's 10 kilonewtons crossload. Very strong crossload carabiner. So now one might ask, how did he break a 10 kilonewton crossload carabiner? Well, I'll show you. I think what happened, it went to crossload like this, and then it loaded, and look, it stays like this. It's stable, super dangerous. This is exactly the kind of lever loading that I try to mitigate. And so if it loaded like this on such a strong fall, exactly like he said, it mangled his gree-gree and broke the carabiner. Now, if he had a spine bumper handy, he would have been okay. No way to cross-load the way I showed you. Only thing that can happen is a regular cross-load like this. But what I think is that the carabiner here is 10 kilonewton that way. It would probably have not broken. And I don't talk about the gree-gree for the gate bumper because the gree-gree cannot go over the gate. It's too small of an attach hole. So now that you have more insights about what can go wrong with devices with carabiners, you can try with your own gear and see what comes out of it. And then try a couple of the gate bumpers with the spine bumpers. Go on the Bliss Climbing Tech website to buy them directly there. Get them shipped out directly to your house. And be much safer for all your rock climbing situations and during rope access work. So if you use the gate bumper and the spine bumper with other devices, other connectors, please shoot us an email. We'd like to know about it because safety comes from knowledge. I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe to my channel, go see other videos. Go see my website blissclimbing.com with online courses on rope soloing and Bliss Climbing Tech for gate bumpers, spine bumpers, and more gear. Thank you.